In a world that is becoming increasingly more connected and where globalization is on the rise, becoming lost while traveling seems to be virtually impossible. However, the case 15 years ago compared to what it is now is very different. 15 years ago, you might get lost on unfamiliar streets or foreign countries due to a lack of information being supplied. You may have had to resort to buying maps or compasses or asking strangers for directions. How about now? Well, you may not get lost on streets, but you may just get lost in a sea of information that floods your screen as soon as you click enter on the search bar. Travel planning becomes a hassle, and you start to ask yourself, how do you narrow down this information into what you really need? Too little time, too many options, and too much to plan for. A miracle may come in the form of, say, a magical map that magically knows all your needs, much like the map in the beloved animation Dora the Explorer. Well, I'm here to tell you that miracles do come true. Today I'm going to talk to Allysia and William, the third place winners of the E-Icon 14th World Contest in the middle school category, who may not have invented a magical map, but they might have just invented something very close. So, to our guests, please introduce yourselves.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Allysia. I'm from the UTS College program and I'm intake from October 2023.
Hello, my name is William. I'm from the UTS Business program. I'm from the October 23 intake.
All right, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
So before we start to get into the serious questions, let's play a little game.
Okay.
So the game is called Guess the City. And for each time, so I'm going to give you hints, and you have 3 tries to guess. Okay, so the first one, I'm just gonna give you 3 hints first, okay?
Okay.
So the first one, it's located in Africa. It starts with a C. It has 5 letters. And fine, I'll give you one more hint. It has hot weather.
In Africa, it's in Africa?
Yeah. It's a popular city.
What? I think we're not that good at playing capital city.
I don't know my job.
I can give you one more hint. Starts with a C, ends with an O.
Kolo?
Okay.
I don't know cities in Africa.
It's in a country that people might forget is in Africa.
What? We don't know any cities in Africa. I don't think we know any cities in Africa though.
Okay, wait, one more. The country's name starts with an E.
The country's name starts with an E?
Mm-hmm. The country's name starts with an E, and the city's name starts with a C and ends with an O.
Well, you can go. You can try. Oh, yeah. What cities in Africa though?
Hot weather. Hot weather. Oh my god, I really want to give another hint, but let's
I feel like if you give us another hint, we won't even know the answer.
If I give you one more hint, okay. One of the popular landmarks is shaped like this.
Egypt? Like, what's the city? Yeah.
What's the city?
I think we have to go back to learning social. I think we really have to go back.
Okay, one more letter. C-A, ends in an O. Now I kind of regret making this the first one, because the next ones are really easy.
Huh? What? What's C-A tapi ends with an O?
A few moments later.
The answer is Cairo.
Oh.
Okay. Let's just do the next one then.
I think that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine, guys. I started with like the really hard one.
Oh.
But like, it will be embarrassing for us. We cannot answer this other two, you know?
The next one you have to be able to answer, or else get out.
Okay.
Okay, the next one, it's located in East Asia, starts with an S, 5 letters, and kind of just went there.
Seoul.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
located in America. It has 2 words, starts with an N, and it's a very busy city.
New York.
New York, yeah. New York.
Yeah. Okay, last one. It's also very popular. So it's located in the region of Oceania. It starts with an S. It's 6 letters. It's a very busy city. And I have one more hint that will definitely give the answer away, but I'll just wait if you guys can answer. It's a busy city, and it's like, it's not a capital city, but it's very popular as well.
Sydney.
Yes!
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yay! That's it for the game. Thanks for playing with me, guys. In case the viewers don't know yet, Allysia and William here were in South Korea to attend the 14th E-Icon World Contest as finalists. And you guys won 3rd place. Congratulations! So, let me just talk a little bit about E-Icon. So E-Icon stands for E-Learning International Contest of Outstanding New Ages. And this competition is hosted by the South Korean Ministry of Education and spans around 3 months. And the competition aims to foster creativity, innovation, and collaboration within students while they develop a mobile app that helps achieve the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So for this year, the chosen SDGs were SDG 8, which is decent work and economic growth, as well as SDG 11, which is sustainable cities and communities. Our students had the chance to collaborate with Korean students during the whole app making process. And Allysia and William here are our Indonesian representatives. So they're basically representing the whole country. And is there anything else you guys would like to add about the competition? Did I miss anything?
Well, I think you really did pretty well in explaining.
Okay then. Now, I want to ask you one last thing before we get into the serious stuff. How was Korea?
I love the culinary and like the food there, as well as destinations.
Nice.
Even although the temperature is like the climate there is similar to Indonesia,
Oh,
but
at
like
this time of the year.
yeah, at this time of the year, but it's not that hot there.
Ah.
Apparently, I think it's a bit windy.
It's a bit windy.
Yes.
What were the temperatures? Do you remember?
Like 29, I think
Yeah.
29-ish. 29-ish.
Ah, was it your first times in Korea?
Currently, no. I've been there like twice.
Ah.
Last year, I think I went during mid-June.
Oh.
Mid-June or
During summer
July.
also.
During the summer.
Yeah, at the same time.
Yeah, this is my first time.
That's his first time.
How would you rate it?
9 out of 10.
9
Nine out of 10,
What's the
okay.
one?
Best countries.
In the best countries.
What's the one?
What's the one?
The one.
-1, why?
I just didn't get to spend more time there.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
How many days did you guys spend
We
there?
went there for
5 days, right?
I think five.
Yeah, 5 days is too little.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
2 weeks. And what did you guys do besides the competition? Did you get to see any like landmarks or places?
Yeah, we went to Hongdae.
We went to areas like Hongdae and Gangnam, but we did not actually went to like landmarks. We just like do activities such as
Yeah.
like gun game and all that.
Ah,
It's like yeah,
And
nice.
a lot of food.
eat a lot of
You
food.
love
I think
food.
like in one day we ate like quite a lot. Like
Wow.
Yeah.
we ate after we ate K barbecue. We ate like street food. We tried their street food, which
Yeah.
is like actually pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, well, this next question relates to that. Any memorable cuisine or meals?
I have one, so you
Yeah.
can go first.
Oh yeah, it was when we ate kukbap. But it's like a little dish. There's like rice and like beef and like a bone broth. Yeah, we ate it with like
That
our
sounds
team.
so good.
Yeah.
I think there's like one of their cultural food there.
Ah, yeah.
One of the most memorable food is there's one day where we ate dinner at our hotel and they ordered us
Oh, yeah.
fried chicken.
Fried
Their
chicken.
Korean fried chicken.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
so
very
fun.
good.
It's actually
Yeah,
really
it's from
tasty.
it's like from BBQ chicken.
BBQ.
BBQ chicken. I think it's a chicken like delivery place. It's very, very good.
It's really good.
It's very good. It's very nice.
So it lives up to its reputation.
Yes.
Because I keep seeing Korean fried chicken in
It's like
K-dramas
very famous,
everywhere.
right?
Yeah.
It's very famous for it, and apparently we ordered us one.
I'm glad you guys got to eat. Those were good food. And now I'm gonna try not to think about that while we do the podcast. Okay, now let's just get right into your project. So first of all, could you tell me a little bit about your project and your application? What is it all about?
So eTalk Travel is actually a travel app which mainly focuses on easing your travel experience, and also however it must implement like eco-friendly, environmentally friendly. So it helps you ease your travel experience being eco-friendly as well for the environment. Yeah. I think that's most.
That's nice. Oh, because it has to relate to the SDGs.
Yeah, it has to relate to the sustainable cities and communities.
Okay, so how does the application work exactly?
I think you want to say the main features of our app?
So there's basically a main page where it features like a real map, as well as like promotions for like small businesses to promote their own brand. And we also implemented a budget-based filter so that our users can input a budget.
We'll give them like a recommendation of places.
Yeah, based on their budget.
Okay.
Yeah, and we recommend like local areas and rural areas to our users.
Okay. Does this apply to like globally, or is it just for a certain location?
I think globally.
Yeah.
Globally.
Oh, that sounds really nice. So, how would you summarize the main purpose of the application into one sentence, I guess?
One sentence.
One sentence is like, Is it like, can we use our slogan?
Sure.
But that's like, that's like two. That's like two. So it's like, we have like
fine,
one.
2 sentences.
We have like
2 sentences.
one like, you made this one. So it's like, to ease all your travel, this app is to ease all your travel problems, however, with a green twist. Something like, yeah, we can ease your travel experience,
Yes.
but with a green twist.
A green twist.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's really catchy.
Yeah.
That seems pretty cool. Now, before you even came up with this app, how did the journey of this contest begin for you guys? So, how did you first discover it? I want to start from like the very start.
So, at very first was honestly, we were not the ones who were the first team to be called out for this competition.
Okay.
However, that we did not know. We thought that only like one team can participate and join. However, that Sir Jamawan called us and told us that, you know, guys, maybe you guys want to try as business students. Maybe your ideas could actually be developed into something. Therefore, we both actually tried. And Sir Jamawan actually called us. Do you guys want to try? And we thought like, yeah, why not? Why not actually like try? However, there are like, you know, although like sometimes, actually at first I didn't really wanna do it.
Yeah.
I had to talk you up too.
Yeah, he had to talk it out. I was like, since UTS is like quite packed.
Of course.
Yeah, UTS is like quite packed. I think that I feel like you just don't have like the schedule, and you can feel like overwhelmed by everything, right? So I think, that I just
What made you like both eventually decide that you want to go for it?
So he actually like asked me like a couple times like, why not just try? And I was like, I actually talked to Miss Rini about this.
Yeah.
Like, she told me that why not you get off your comfort zone and actually try. So at the end I did. He called me out and I'm like, okay, why not like try? Because we never know like the outcome if you never try, right? So yeah.
Exactly. You never
This is where we are.
Right. Wow. So, at first, did Sir Damon already like make you guys into one group, or did you guys choose?
Oh, we can
You chose.
We chose.
Since before you already talked about like how you eventually decided to join, is there any greater purpose to you joining, or was it simply because you wanted to try something new?
I think for both of us, it was simply just to try something new.
That's really nice,
Yeah.
actually.
Because we never actually had an international competition before,
Yeah.
right? So we actually like, why not experience it? Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
that's
our
really
first
good.
time.
Okay. Nggak kedengeran nanti.
You explained everything.
Okay.
So this is your first time.
It's
learning
it's
any-
our it's our first time ever being in a competition.
And
Oh, being in a
participating.
competition.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've never been in like a business competition?
No.
And
First time, first win.
First time, first win. Wow. Congratulations. Okay. Well, since now we've established how you started this, I want to get into the heart of this. So, I want to talk about your application. First of all, what sparked the idea for the application? And were there any particular inspirations?
Ito yung traveling from.
Oh yeah.
Traveling
So at first I had like a very big problem with public transportation since
Ah.
there's like a certain place I want to go, but then like I don't know where to like I don't know what to take to go there.
Yeah.
So I thought of an idea to make an app so that it would ease that problem. I mean to solve that problem.
Also, to addition to that, since just a background, he lives in like very very far from our school.
Oh, really?
So back then in the previous campus, he lives in Gading Serpong, right?
Oh.
So he has to take like bus at 5 every day to come to school. It doesn't matter if the school starts at 1, if the class starts at 1, or even at like if there's no class. In the end, he will still go. Like he still come. That's why maybe with this app, we can provide, since our main feature of the app provides something like rentals for bikes and scooters. Maybe for him to be there, like since he does not really have any transportation to move around that area, he can actually like use like let's say bicycle to rent and actually like go to certain places. So it's easier for him as well, right? And more convenient. I think that's one of his
So your main
issues.
inspiration was your personal experience.
Yes.
That's really nice. And so it was you first then who came up with the idea.
Yeah.
And you?
She helped
You
develop.
just went along with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, of course, every project goes through some kind of trial and error. Were there any other ideas that didn't end up making it to the end? And if yes, why did you end up choosing this particular one?
There was actually one where there's this one idea and feature that we actually wanted to add. So it was about the accommodation, educational. We have actually quite a lot that we have to cut down eventually. So first we have the educational like trips.
Oh.
So before we actually wanted students like. For students, this app's made to be like for students. So like students can actually like search like a subject they want to go for. Like let's say like history. Let's say if they want history, I think we can direct them to museums, something like that. Something like that. But we end up not using that because due to limited time. And we have like a lot. We actually have like one more is in general for students and travelers. Basically, if they want to go to a certain country, so we can provide them like accommodations, like rent services or rent like apartments or through our app. So they just have to download our app, and we can give you like everything. Another one is travel document support, where we can actually for students, not for students, for everyone in general, like for visa, to give information about visas and everything before like entering into a specific country. I think that's most that we did. Yeah, again due to limited time, we did not end up putting that in our app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So you wanted to make it this kind of like complete app where you can just use it for all of your travels.
Yeah.
But because of limited time,
we couldn't.
the potential. Oh, okay. Those sound like really good ideas. So, how did you end up like having to choose? Okay, this one goes in. This one isn't really that important, and this one is like this is the main thing that has to go in.
So we want to like pick the ones that would like define our app. So we only pick like, is it 3?
Yes. 4.
Oh yeah, 4.
Friendly destinations.
Friendly destinations and like the rents and the budget-based filter. Because I don't think like many apps have done that.
Implemented
Yeah.
that one. So
Yeah,
that
I
one,
agree.
specifically like choose that
So that's
one.
like
for like our one thing.
Our priority.
Yeah, because you wanted to
And also
emphasize
business
the
promotions.
sustainability.
Oh yeah, and the business promotion.
And last one is the business promotion.
Oh yeah, the business promotions. Yeah, yeah. I think that is what really makes your app different, honestly. But what the app could have been.
Yeah.
Potential. There's potential.
Exactly. But yeah, it's good that you guys focus on the sustainability part. Well, okay. Now I'd like to know about the project making process. So, how did you first start planning or preparing for this? And are there any memorable stories that you want to share about the project making process?
Project making process at first, we had to combine with Korean teams, right?
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Since
okay. You can
Sin-
talk about
Okay.
work together with the Koreans.
Yeah,
Because
since-
technically that's the next question.
Oh.
but-
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's
So,
fine if you
like
want to talk
during the
about that.
planning process, I feel like at first it was hard since like
Online.
it was online, and also language barriers is
Yeah.
hard for us
Definitely.
since I mean like one of our Korean teams actually like speaks good English. However, like the other one doesn't really actually speak English.
Then we have Mr. Minjay.
We have our mentor. That's what makes our planning more
Easier.
smoother.
Oh, okay. So each group had a mentor. That's
Each group had a
from-
mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he help with like the language barrier?
Yeah, he has really good English.
Ooh.
And he is also an IT mentor, right? So he can help us with the programming as well and everything.
Okay. So, well then, that means I'll just move on to the next question immediately because it relates directly to that.
Yeah.
So, what was your overall experience working with the Korean students, and like, what were your first impressions of them?
First impression, like meeting like in person, they're very like cute. They're very like, they look like, we feel like they're our little brothers. Because they actually rely on us a lot since like we have a gap age difference.
really?
Like quite, yeah, there was an age gap. They were like 14 and we were like 17,
Yeah.
right? So I feel like although like they're actually doing like hard stuff, but they actually like ask us for opinions as well, right? A very good impression. They're very like kind too. So yeah.
Very good.
Aw, that's nice. So, what were any other struggles that you may face other than the language barriers?
Other than that,
Like developing the app.
yeah, I feel like developing the app. It was since like developing the app for the Korean students, since we have a background of business, so we didn't really do like the
Yeah.
coding and stuff.
Exactly.
Since the Korean teams do the programming, I feel like it's hard for them since like they don't really have that much time, right? Since like we just gathered, the four of us just gathered here in like a span of like a week, right? So we really did not have that much time for us to communicate and finish off the project development.
So, the first time you met was actually when you went to Korea, right?
No, yeah, the first time like in person.
In
However,
person,
like before
exactly.
that,
Online.
online, yeah. I think online was actually more. I feel like it's more difficult for us since like they do communicate, but like in person is just like much better.
Right, of
Right.
course.
Yeah, they are like they keep like asking us questions like popping up questions. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Do you think the fact that it was online made them a bit shy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's very true.
Right. It's back like online school.
Yeah.
So you said before that the Korean students did most of the coding. So you guys did the business part and they did
Yeah,
the
we did-
coding part.
Yeah, so we did like the planning, we did the designing of the UI interface, we did the app proposal, we did everything except for the coding.
Which is the hardest part.
Yeah. Yeah, although we actually did
Yeah.
have a hard time, but I feel like just credits to them because they're 14 years old doing a coding.
Yeah.
That's very crazy.
Wow. So while it was still online, that means you guys didn't really communicate that much compared to when you met in real life. So then how did you eventually overcome
The
struggles?
situation.
Yeah.
I feel like we just like open up. We were just the one who actually like asked them.
Like,
So
reach
since
out.
reach out first since like they're shy and everything. So I feel like we keep asking them about if their progress were alright and if you guys are having a hard time, you can still tell us. I mean like we can learn the coding if like if we have to. things like that.
And did they eventually ask you about the coding?
No, they still did it on their own, but congrats
With
to
the
them.
help of our mentor.
With the help of our mentor.
Ah, that's really nice. And do you have any memorable moments that you made with the Korean students?
Oh, we have a
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to say it first? I can.
Please share with the class.
The team dinner.
His memorable one was the team dinner.
Yeah, the team dinner where we ate with like also another group in the high school category, which is G7. In that group, they have like teams from Bangladesh and Korea. Yeah, that was really fun.
Ah,
Most memorable one for me, not in the app making process, was I feel like the last day. The last day was the memorable one since like we played a lot in that day. So we eventually like packed everything that we wanted to do in one day. We did like all kinds of things. Like we played board games
Yeah.
in Korea. Yeah, in Korea, we played board games. We played gun games.
oh,
We went to an arcade. We went roaming around like streets and shopping and all that. And what was the last? We ate Korean barbecue. And lastly, we did the photo booth, the famous photo booth. Yeah,
that's photo booth.
yeah.
With all the other students, or just with the Korean students?
With
in your group?
no, it was actually with our mentor, the Indonesian teams, and there's one Korean student.
One Korean student.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds really nice. Did you manage to like, I don't know, exchange your cultures, I guess, with the Korean students or students from other teams?
I mean, most more or less it's just like
Hanging out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not really like. I don't think they actually like told us about anything except for
Food.
food. Yeah, except for food and
Okay,
like
what did you learn
like
about food?
like Korean language.
Yeah.
More or less, just like a bit of Korean language of. Yeah, that's it.
Korean word?
Korean words.
Oh,
Yeah. There has to be Owen. It doesn't have. It's
Yeah, that's the one.
So it's more like
How to introduce yourself.
yeah. But I don't think I can say it here because like I kind of forget already. But yeah, just like a basic like words for to like communicate with one another.
Okay. Did you teach them
Indonesian words.
Yeah.
I think we did. We teach them like
Bangladesh team.
yeah. I think Bangladesh team and actually the Korean students actually asked like how do you say like
Thank you.
or how do you say
in
like
Indonesian?
yeah in Indonesian
Ah.
or like how to say like it's nice to meet you. We actually taught them on these Indonesian words.
Ah, that's really nice. It reminds me a lot of like cultural exchanges and stuff, even though this was actually a competition and not a culture exchange. So good for you guys. So I just knew today that you guys did not make the demo, but do you know the process of how it was
Yeah.
made? Okay,
think,
so
like,
how was
I
the
think
process
it's just
creating the
that
demo like?
I feel the app that we use is the app that we use is Flutter and Dart.
We use programs such as Flutter and Dart, and like, if I'm not wrong, they use like a programming language called VS Code. VS Code,
Also, like, I feel
Firebase.
like since like there were a lot of errors, they actually told us about how was it, and they actually said that they actually have a lot of errors, but in the end they actually managed to fix the errors.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a thing they're 14.
Yeah, that's why. That's what we're saying.
Well then, was the overall business part a fun experience for you?
It was.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. We did
We learned
like.
a lot too.
Yeah, we did learn a lot.
Nice. Okay. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a really big fan of thinking about the future, especially the bad parts. However, it's something that we all need to do. So I'd like to ask you guys regarding the long-term implications of your application. So first of all, do you think your application could be helpful in the long term? And if yes, to who? So what kind of parties could benefit from your application?
I think a lot. Maybe if we actually do further implement the features that I've already talked about, I feel like long term for society, like travelers in general, you would always have like people would actually like travel every time, right?
Yeah.
So the app is actually like long term, and also like I feel like for businesses, since we implement the feature business promotions for our app, so like more and more like F&B businesses keeps on growing, right? So they can actually like keep on investing in our app, like to promote their services, to promote their products as well, like their brand. I think more or less like that. Students, travelers, businesses, environment. Since
It's eco-friendly.
How about like renewable energy? As we know now, renewable energy is becoming more popular. Do you see a future where your app could facilitate the use of renewable energy in like vehicles or any other things?
I believe that we can like add more rentable items such as like
since right now we have only like
e-scooters.
Yeah.
Since we only have like e-scooters and e-bikes, maybe in the future we can put like electric vehicles and more.
Yeah.
Since like majority in Korea, all kinds of like vehicles, like private vehicles, are using like EV, right? Even like taxis. I mean, like we can collaborate business to business as well. To, in the end, like they can order. Let's say like they can order like taxis from our app. However, the taxis has to be electric vehicle, like an EV vehicle. So more or less like that.
And do you think your app would have a collaboration with the government, for example, in the future? Does the government play a role in this or no?
Right now, we don't really have an idea of what we can do with the government. However, in the future, I believe that maybe yes. I think it will have a collab with the government. Yeah.
Now, from all that you know about our world and our society as it is now, do you think your application could help solve any known social issues that are in this country or in the world, besides from the SDG that you already addressed?
So it's like
Reduce. The main thing is like reduce pollution and of course tourism in like one city. Like you wanna explain the tourism?
yeah, that's
Just in general, like tourism and like pollution, since like tourism can actually like affect like one country's like GDP and everything.
Yes.
So I believe that tourism and also what's the other one? What's the other one that I just said? Oh yeah, environment, and pollutions,
Now, our world is growing into one that is becoming increasingly dependent on connectivity, technology, and artificial intelligence. So where do you see your application in a future such as this? So what are the implications for your app in this kind of future? Would it prosper or would it struggle? Especially against like artificial intelligence.
I think with the help of AI, we can like create better suggestions for our users based on their search history, maybe, or like past destinations they went to.
So you two went through USC IFY, right?
Yeah.
And of course you had the subject Principles of Management, where we learned about the management theory, POLC. And this management theory basically shows that in the process of running any kind of project, at the end of it, there's a control period where you evaluate and you reflect. So I'd like to ask you two about your own controlling stage. What do you think you learned from this whole experience? And are there any valuable things you can take away or carry with you for the rest of your life?
For me, it's just that something I can take away like for the rest of my life is probably I actually like gain a lot here doing this competition. I feel like I gain a lot of like more leadership skills, like even like problem solving skills, even under like pressure. Since just a bit of like info, we actually had to do a demonstration video app, right? However, that we only have like around 30 minutes for us to do it before like the actual submission. So we actually did it apparently
in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes.
Oh, what was that like?
That was, although it was not perfect, although the demo was actually like not, since the mentor just told us that probably it will not be graded with like the whole app being ready, but you still have to do the demo app. You still have to do like the demonstration video of how the app works. However, that we did not know that we can do it by using just our design interface. So we thought that we have the app has to be completed first for us to do the demo app. However, that's not the case. So we had only like 30 minutes for us to actually like complete the demonstration video. Yeah.
Was that here or?
In Korea.
It was
In Korea, yeah. Like 30 minutes before like before like a few hours before like presentation.
Because you just knew that you.
Yeah, you can actually do it, like there.
Oh
So,
wow.
I think moreover it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe what I learned from this competition is that collaborating with people like from other countries wouldn't be like so easy as I thought. Yeah, and so as well as like Allysia, I also like increased my leadership skills, also as problem solving skills. Yeah, and I stayed up at night too.
The presentation skills. Yeah, yeah.
Did you expect to go through any of these things when you first decided to join?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think that's what we.
Yeah.
It's like the risk that you have to take, right? So I think we did.
Yeah. But you're glad you took the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any things that you think you could do better next time or in any other similar situations in the future?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would. I'm planning to learn how to code now.
Oh.
So like I can help maybe future participants from this school and like improve my presentation skills for the future.
I think same as William, not the coding part, not the coding part, but like maybe increasing my presentation skills as well as. I feel like in this situation, I think time management is like very, very like crucial. Since like again, you have like a span of like a week, so you have to always like know the progress of each of what they're doing, or else like it will all be scattered. I feel like that's the most important part for me.
How did you keep track of that?
At first, it was very like vague of what they're doing. At the end, like we actually like keep on asking, or like, do you guys actually need any help? Is there like anything that we can do? In the end, like actually manage
So
to.
he used to like reach out.
Yeah, communication is important.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So this competition motivated you to start to learn coding.
Him, apparently for William.
So, to viewers who don't know about UIC College IFY, so in the UIC College program, before choosing to take either UIC BTech or UIC UTS, students would have to go through the International Foundation year, which spans about 8 months. And in these 8 months, you're going to learn around 9 subjects, one of it which is POM, or Principles of Management. And if you would like to know more about our other programs, including UIC BTech or UIC UTS, you could just head on over to our program introduction video. Okay, so now we're back. So now we've reached the last question for this podcast. After your incredible win at this international competition, I'm sure a lot of other students, including me, would be looking towards you for some tips and tricks to achieve a similar feat. Well, I want to be the first to ask you this. So what is some advice you can give to students who are looking to join similar competitions? And is there actually a key to winning?
Just like tips and tricks. Try, like actually like try before like. Just try it, or else you never know like what can come. Like just go out of your comfort zone, because that's what I did, and apparently this is what I get.
And certainly you need persistence throughout the competition, since there will be like a lot of problems you would face.
I enjoy the competition process. Yeah.
No matter how hard it is.
Yeah. And that's
all?
That's all.
No secret recipe to getting food.
I think more or less just like that.
Or learn coding.
Yeah, learn coding. Depends on what competition you guys are taking. Learn more skill, develop more skills.
Okay, thank you. That's really solid advice. I'll try to do that in my competition. Okay, I guess that's all for us today. Thank you once again, Allysia and William, for taking the time to speak with me today. Your experience sounds like a really amazing one, and I hope every student, including myself, gets the chance to experience the same thing. So good luck to you two on your studies, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Thank you. And to the viewers, this is not the end. So our next episode will feature our other winning pair from the same competition, but in the high school category. So thank you all for tuning into The Voice of USG. Remember everyone, find the future for you. It all starts here at USG Education.